Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Host Name. As a hotel AI expert, I've had a front row seat to see how technology is reshaping modern hospitality, especially when it comes to nurturing talent. Today, we're going to dive deep into the future of performance management.
It is an absolute pleasure to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School. Now, this isn't just about your studies. This is about equipping you to be a leader in the hotels of tomorrow. So think of this less like a lecture and more like your personal playbook for becoming a smarter, a fairer, and a much more effective leader. So here's our roadmap. First, we'll talk about why traditional reviews are, well, pretty broken. Then we'll look at the data-driven solution that's changing everything. After that, we'll explore how to build a complete picture of performance, how to balance all that data with the essential human touch, and finally, what all of this means for the future of your career. You ready? Let's get into it.
All right, section 1. Let's start with something I bet we've all felt at some point. That sense of dread that comes with the annual performance review. You know the one. It's a system that, for so many people, just feels fundamentally flawed.
This quote just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? That feeling of anxiety. This one meeting, which is supposed to be all about growth and development, often turns into a source of stress for everyone in the room. It almost never lives up to its promise.
So what's really the problem here? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm of issues. The feedback is totally subjective, right? It's often based on what a manager remembers from the last few weeks, not the entire year. It completely fails to capture all the different hats you wear in a busy hotel. And the result? It's a conversation that creates anxiety, not inspiration, because it's missing the one thing that could fix it all: clear, objective data.
But the good news is there is a much, much better way. The new standard for excellence isn't based on vague feelings or what someone remembers. It's built on a solid foundation of objective, factual evidence.
And this is what we call a data-driven evaluation. What's so amazing about this is how it totally flips the script. Instead of relying on opinion, it uses technology. Platforms like Betterworks are a great example of this, to pull performance data from all these different digital sources. And what you get is a complete, objective, and factual profile of an employee's work.
So you might be wondering, where does all this data actually come from? How do we build this complete picture? Well, it all comes down to something called the multi-source methodology. Let's break that down.
We pull data from the systems that are already the digital heartbeat of any modern hotel. First up, you've got the Property Management System, the PMS, that tells us all about operational efficiency. Then you have guest review platforms, think TripAdvisor or Medallia, which give us the voice of the customer. And finally, the Learning Management System, or LMS, which shows us an employee's dedication to professional growth. Together, these three form a really powerful picture.
And this table here shows you exactly how it works in the real world. Let's just picture a front desk agent for a second. From the PMS, we can see their average check-in speed. From TripAdvisor, we can count how many guests were so happy with their service they mentioned them by name. And from the LMS, we can see if they're keeping up with their training modules. And just like that, suddenly you have a balanced, evidence-based view of their performance. No more guesswork.
Okay, this is absolutely crucial. This system is not about replacing managers with machines or algorithms. Not at all. It's about empowering managers to shift their role, to evolve from being a judge into being a true coach.
I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. The old way, I feel like you're doing okay. What can anyone even do with that? It's so vague. But the new conversation is specific, it's actionable. The data shows you are a superstar with our guests, but let's work on improving your data entry. Now that is a real conversation. That's a starting point for actual coaching.
And this is exactly where the manager becomes more important than ever before. You see, the data gives you the what, but a great manager is there to explore the why. Maybe those check-in speeds dipped for a week because a new system was rolled out, or the hotel was just slammed. The data starts the conversation. The human connection is where the real growth happens.
So, what does this all add up to? Where is this all heading? Well, it's leading us to a future that's built on three really important pillars: transparency, engagement, and real, continuous growth for everyone. The benefits here are just huge. I mean, when everybody knows exactly how they're being measured, you get total transparency. And that transparency naturally boosts engagement and helps build really clear career paths. It also means that those quiet, consistent high performers finally get the recognition they deserve. And all of this leads to one place: highly targeted, super effective coaching that actually helps people get better.
As you move forward, both in your studies and in your careers, I want you to remember this. Data isn't a tool for judgment. It's a tool for development. So I'll leave you with this question to think about.
How will you use data to build the next generation of hospitality leaders?